Welcome to the German Perspective, where we pick news from German sources about American events. Today's topic: Kamaala Harris' biggest rival in the century duel against Donald Trump. Joe Biden. Kamaala Harris is facing one of the most crucial battles of her political career as she goes head-to-head with Donald Trump in their first-ever TV debate. However, her greatest challenge might not be Donald Trump at all, but Joe Biden, the man she has served under as vice president. This summer was particularly good for Kamaala Harris. Ever since Joe Biden announced the end of his candidacy, the Democratic Party has experienced a surge of enthusiasm. Harris was able to reignite a long-lost euphoria, especially within the party's base. She raised a historic amount of campaign donations in record time, more than any other candidate in U.S. history. Additionally, she significantly narrowed the gap in the polls against Donald Trump. However, as summer turns into fall, reality sets in. While Harris had enjoyed a strong showing in August, recent polls, including a notable one from the New York Times, indicate that Harris and her running mate, Tim Walz, are now seen as underdogs. The campaign's own slogan, "We are the underdog," reflects this sentiment as they seek more donations. In national polls, Trump has once again pulled slightly ahead of Harris, and in key swing states, the race remains razor-thin. Part of the challenge is Harris' lower visibility compared to Trump, who has been giving interview after interview. In contrast, Harris has largely stayed out of the media spotlight, with only one brief interview on CNN. Her limited presence may be hurting her campaign. Do you think Kamaala Harris should be more vocal in the media to stand a chance against Trump? The upcoming TV debate between Donald Trump and Kamaala Harris could be the defining moment of the campaign. This will be the first time the two political heavyweights share a stage. Donald Trump, a seasoned entertainer and former president, has years of debate experience. Kamaala Harris, on the other hand, has yet to prove herself in a national debate setting of this magnitude. Her ability to answer journalistic questions and fend off attacks from Trump in front of millions will be a significant test. But Harris' biggest challenge in the debate may not be Trump, it could be Joe Biden. As Biden's vice president, Harris is deeply tied to his administration. The American public is overwhelmingly calling for political change, according to numerous polls. Harris must navigate the difficult task of defending the Biden administration's successes while also distinguishing herself as a candidate for change. While defending the Biden administration, Harris will need to distance herself from some of its more controversial issues. Rising food prices, unaffordable housing, and the crisis at the southern border are all topics Trump is likely to pounce on. He'll ask, "Why didn't you fix these issues yourself?" The Achilles heel for Harris could be the economy and immigration. Despite significant economic growth and record low unemployment, many Americans are still struggling with rising prices. Gas prices, for example, are currently at $3.5 per gallon, whereas during Trump's term, they were often below $3 and even $2 at times. Harris' promise to combat price gouging has led Trump and the Republicans to label her as an anti-capitalist. If you were advising Kamaala Harris, how would you suggest she balance supporting Biden's policies while offering a vision for the future? The issue of illegal immigration also remains unresolved. Harris, as vice president, wasn't directly responsible for border security, but as Biden's appointed leader on immigration issues, she is being blamed for the ongoing crisis at the southern border. Trump has dubbed her the border czar and claimed she failed in her duties. Harris has highlighted her tough stance on crime, especially during her time as a prosecutor in California, but whether that's enough to sway voters remains to be seen. In her campaign, she has vowed to reintroduce bipartisan legislation on border security and promised to sign it into law. However, it's unclear whether such legislation would have the necessary support in Congress. This debate may be Harris' one and only chance to prove she's a viable alternative to not only Donald Trump but also Joe Biden. Her challenge is to show that while she's been vice president for nearly 4 years, she's not entirely tied to Biden's legacy. At the same time, Harris lacks the political weight and accomplishments of a seasoned leader like Trump, who, despite his controversies, is still seen by many as a strong figure because of his previous time in office. Do you think Kamala Harris can overcome these challenges and emerge as a strong candidate? This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.